Yeah.
All right, we have Stoney Hockey, Jonah Ellis, Quinton Jackson, and Bryson Barnes. Go ahead and open up the questions.
Sione, what was it like for you? Obviously, huge rushing day, maybe unexpected for a lot of people. What was it like out there getting that many carries, getting that many rushing yards?
I mean, it was fun. I was just glad that the coaches, and the players trusted me enough to go both ways. So, I mean, it was fun.
You're the first Utah defensive player to get a rushing touchdown in a game since Eric Weddle in the 2006 Armed Forces Bowl. What's it like to be kind of in the same company as somebody like Weddle?
Man, I'm humbled. I didn't think I was that fast, but thankfully, thankfully I got
did.
there.
You knew it.
Bryson, this was your first game back after an unfortunate injury a couple weeks ago and have to be in the hospital. Just what was that experience like for you, and how good did it kind of feel to be back out there?
Oh no, yeah, it's absolutely great to be out there. I wasn't expecting to be back as soon as I was, but you got to stay in that training room, make sure you're getting right with your trainers. I was able to get back within a week, so yeah, I'm happy to be back out there.
Bryson, can you say what the injury was?
Yeah, I just had bruised ribs and stuff.
JJ, you've been banged up, got an opportunity to come out. You seemed to play with a lot of physicality today. Was it just kind of all boiled up into today and just wanted to get out there and show what you got?
Yeah, I was pissed. Yeah, that's basically what it was. I was just pissed off.
Bryson, it seemed like the offense was a little more together, in control. How much of that was just your preparation, just trying to, lead these guys?
Oh no, absolutely. First of all, O Block. I mean, I'm pretty sure we put up almost 300 rushing yards. I mean, that's just a statement in and of itself. And, when it comes to the quarterback's preparation, you got to make sure that when you step in, it's a seamless process, and you're able to rally the guys together. You're calling that play in the huddle. You're calling it with confidence, because if you're up there in the huddle chewing rocks, it's going to get executed like you're chewing rocks. So you got to make sure you're preparing. So when that play comes out of your mouth, it's the best play in football.
What changed between 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago to today that things are looking better?
I mean, my ribs feel better.
Jonah, the defense, you guys put a lot of pressure on their quarterbacks and what they were doing. Just kind of walk us through what kind of was going through your guys' minds today and how you approached it.
Shoot, I mean, that's how we kind of try to approach every week is we can take pressure off our secondary if we're getting to that quarterback, making him scramble, making him make these throws that he doesn't want to throw as fast as we are. So we just got to keep doing that every week, and I think we've been doing a good job, and we can only just improve. So,
Jonah, we had talked earlier in the week about Kyle saying he wanted the defense to maybe start generating some more takeaways, and you said that you were taking that personally, trying to put the offense in better position. Obviously, 2 takeaways today lead to a short field. How good does it feel to be involved in one of those yourself?
oh, it's awesome, man, especially when the head man's asking for it. And, I mean, we know we always need to get those takeaways. We have a whole bunch of statistics showing how, if we get the ball, if we take away the ball, we have a very high % chance of winning that game. And so anytime we can do that, it just raises those chances even higher. So we just got to keep doing it every week, like I said, and just keep it rolling.
Jonah, how nice was it to have Connor back out there on the field with you as in that defensive line?
It's awesome. Him and Van, man, I love it when my boys are out there with me. We miss Logan praying for him, but it's awesome having all of our guys back, and it's just so fun, being out with them and knowing that they're having success too.
Bryson, and earlier in the week, Kyle had talked about passing game needing improvement to relax their defense for running. Just was that kind of the intent going into this? Is just we got to develop a better passing game, or what was kind of the strategy?
I feel like the strategy is just to be able to execute. I feel like we've been kind of like an engine. You need all cylinders firing at once for that sucker to go. And I feel like we were just kind of firing in certain aspects throughout the whole season. And once we're able to put all those cylinders together, we're finally able to roll. So I feel like that's going to open up the passing game. It's going to open up the run game. Play action pass is going to open up as well when you're running the ball as well as we were.
Right, so just based on that, can you maybe quantify what the ceiling is for this offense at this point?
I mean, I can't even put a ceiling there. As long as we're executing, we're doing the things that we need to be doing, trusting the coaches and the game plan they have set in for us, there is no ceiling.
JJ, how much does it help the offense to have Baki with you kind of in that tandem? How much does it help you? How much does it help the offense?
It helps a lot. Just take some of the load off of some of us, but he's taking on a lot more load because he's playing both sides. But it's a big help. I'm glad he actually doing his thing and helped us come out with the win.
JJ, you've been banged up a bit. Was it a good time for the bye just to kind of maybe take a breath and get healthy and just get back to yourself?
Most definitely.
Bryson, you had that connection with Mikey a lot throughout the night. What have you seen from him that has made that connection
I mean, he's a young guy, and he's come in since day one and has just really just mastered the playbook. And so when you have a dude that can master the playbook as well as he has, you know, you trust that he's going to be in the right spots at the right times. So that was really what kind of led to that.
Bryson, you came into this game with, I believe it was 38 rushing yards. You had 50 by yourself today. Like, how much of that do you think you want to be a part of your game going forward, especially since Cam is, you know, kind of still out and you know, all that?
Yeah, you definitely don't want to be a one-dimensional quarterback. You know, you got to be able to, you know, put your head down and run when you need to, and you know, protect the ball, protect the team when you're running. And so yeah, you got to be able to do it. Keep taking notes from JJ, and we're gonna bump those numbers up a little bit.
Sione, do you expect to be a two-way player moving on for the rest of the season, or is this just kind of whatever the coaches ask for you? Do you want to, I guess I should say.
I'm just here to help the team. Whatever the coaches, you know, whatever the coaches need, I'm here for it.
Sione, what was it like to shoulder so much offense and then still play defense and make plays?
It was good. I was trying to act like I wasn't tired, but dang, you tired. So, but it was good overall.
How tired were you after that 72-yard touchdown?
I don't know. The adrenaline was running. When I got off the field, I was hecka tired, but after that,
Your Cole, your teammate in the safety position, obviously gets that tough targeting call. I guess, did you see that play, and what was kind of your impression of it?
yeah, I kind of, you know, we always try to, you know, hold each other high. And, you know, that's a lot of experience coming off the field. I mean, but we trust in our depth and in Nate Ritchie as well as Jono and Bam to be able to step up and get the job done as well. So, I mean, we trust in our players.
JJ,
Final question.
saw you kind of shaking your head at that. Obviously, it seems like you maybe kind of disagreed with the call that was made by the ref.
Most definitely. He didn't hit him. I don't believe he hit him with his head. It was a body shot. He threw his body at him. I don't see what they seen targeting, so I feel like it was a bad call.
What's that?
Don't have essays for you.
Okay, gotcha. All right, really good team win for us today. It was good to see the offense come alive. Nearly 450 yards, bunch of yards rushing. That was really what the difference in the game was today, is our ability to run the football and their inability to run the football. That was the most important factor. Did some other good things offensively. Good third down, 10 of 17, so well over 50% on third downs. Red zone production wasn't bad, 5 out of 6. I think 1 or 2 of those were field goals. We strive for touchdowns, obviously, but to get in the red zone 6 times, that helps, because we hadn't been getting in the red zone that frequently the last several weeks. So that's a big positive. Sione Vake really added to what we were doing on offense. He provided a spark. You saw his speed on that breakaway run there at the end. Also had another big gainer, 30-plus yards. Converted some big third downs with some tough runs. So he was a big positive. Jaquinton Jackson's great to have him back. And he came out of the game healthy, so that's a big positive as well. He's had that nagging injury, and so to see him be able to finish the game was great. I thought Bryson Barnes was very efficient. Didn't throw for a bunch of yards, but his completion percentage was very high. He took care of the football. Dodged a bullet a time or two, the balls that may have been able to be picked off, but anyway, he was very positive. So defense came up with some turnovers, takeaways, set the offense up for short field a couple times, put pressure on the quarterback. I don't know how many sacks we got. You guys probably know, 3, 4, 5 sacks. So good job there. Mikey Matthews, 7 targets, 7 catches, so he was productive. Good to see Munir McClain get a chance to make a play up the field. That was a great ball by Bryson and a nice route and catch by Munir. He had separation there. Special teams was not a big factor in this game. Neither team really did much good or bad special teams wise. It was just not real prevalent. But overall, good team win. Like I said, a lot of production, time of possession. We owned the time of possession almost 38 minutes to 22 and change. So that's another one of our trademarks when we're playing good football. That happens. So got some tough games coming up. Obviously, got to go to the Coliseum next week. That's a tough place to play, and so no time to really. I guess we can enjoy this for about 24 hours, and then get on to the next guy. So questions.
What led into Bryson Barnes starting, and how did that all shape up with his injury?
Well, we hadn't been moving the ball much the last couple games. Bryson, first of all, it wasn't known whether he's going to be healthy enough. He took a shot. You saw the shot he took in the game a couple weeks ago. Had we had a game last week, he would not have been able to start. So the bye really helped us in that respect. But just thought he gave us the best chance to win this week, and that's really what it always boils down to, is which guy or guys, when you're looking at different options of who's going to play, who gives you the best chance to win the game. That's the final analysis there.
A couple of weeks ago, you mentioned that you were really worried about Bryson because he was in the hospital. How surprised were you that he was able to kind of come back as quickly as he did?
Well, he's a tough kid, and they went to the hospital primarily for precautionary reasons, make sure there was nothing internal that they missed. Fortunately, it turned out just to be some bruises. But if you've ever had bruised ribs, that's not pleasant. I mean, those things can be very painful. But like I said, he's a tough guy. Bryson Barnes is a throwback and a guy that if he's able to play at all, he's going to be out there. And they cleared him, and he got the nod, and we got the win tonight or this afternoon.
Was he taking the first team reps all week because you said you were going to try to?
This week, yes. Last week didn't practice. The bye week did not practice. This week he got the first team reps.
It seems like against the Beavers, you guys were kind of struggling with your identity as an offense.
Uh-huh.
And today you guys flipped it around. What are some of the things that you guys focused on in that bye week to really kind of figure things out?
Okay, well, first of all, running the ball more effectively. That's something that we pretty much do year in and year out. We didn't do that at Oregon State. We didn't play well. And I'll give a lot of credit to their defense. They played outstanding on defense. And, a lot of the reason why we weren't productive was because of their play. But that was job one, is to try to get that fixed, which we did. We rushed for, over 200, 250? Whatever it was. Help me out, guys.
317.
Wow, 317. So really good rushing today. But we also know that if we can loosen up the box by getting some balls up the field, and then we'll thin that box out, and it works hand in hand. And so that was another point of emphasis is some play action shots up the field and trying to loosen things up, and I guess you could say it worked.
We saw Sione run it maybe once or twice against
Last
Oregon
game,
State.
yep.
I guess what kind of led to the decision to track him out as much as you did today?
Well, when we lost Mekhi Bernard, and then when JJ was down, and then Chris Curry, although he wasn't hurt last week, he got hurt over the bye week, and he's out for the season. I guess I should tell you that. We did announce that, but we didn't announce Micah Pittman. He's out for the season as well. He'll be having surgery soon. But we started getting real thin at running back. That was the main impetus for making the move. And Sione has a great offensive background. He was a really good offensive player in high school, slot receiver, and also carried the ball a little bit. So it wasn't a big learning curve there. And he's one of the most explosive players on the team, quickness, speed wise as well. So plus he's 210 pounds. He's got the body for it as far as being able to handle the physicality. And so that was what went into the decision. Against Oregon State, he had a very small list of plays. Coach Ludd did a great job expanding that to, essentially about 15 plays this game. That package will continue to expand. Those of you guys that have been around, what we did with Eric Weddle several years ago, what we did with Matt Asiata in the Asiata package, that's what it's patterned after that. So it's not something we've never done before. And he is the perfect guy for that role, and going forward, you're going to continue to see him.
Are you watching his snap count going both ways just to make sure you're not giving him too?
Yeah, we don't want to wear him out, but he's a real durable, tough kid, and you see the guy at Colorado playing 100+ snaps every week. Now, of course, he did get injured, but we're conscious of that. Yes, we're conscious of that, and we want to make sure that we don't overdo it.
Is there a number in mind if you don't want to?
Every game's different. It's really how he feels. If he's starting to get exhausted, then we got to give him a break, and we just kind of do it by how he feels. That's the plan. Today was the only day where he got extensive work. So going forward, that will be the way we handle it.
What's your thoughts on the targeting call and do you appeal it?
Wow, we are appealing it. I think that's already in motion, and I'm covering someone's mic. Sorry. Yeah, I got to look at it on tape. I did see it on the board. I don't know. I just got to look at it again. It was a call that was interesting. So we'll see what comes of it. When you appeal them, I don't know if there's ever been one turned over. We haven't had one turned over, or overturned. But we'll see. But we are taking the steps to at least get some more clarification on it and why. Why was it targeting?
Bryson was able to scramble out of the pocket and
Uh-huh.
get rushing yards. How much more dynamic does that make your offense, knowing that he has that in his pocket? He's able to rack up 50 or so.
Yeah, that's always a huge plus when your quarterback can extend plays. And Bryson, even though he's not the fastest guy, he's very crafty and can maneuver in the pocket and has a feel for where the openings are, where they're going to be. And to have a quarterback that can, when nothing's there in the throw game, rather than taking a sack, get out of there and get you 5, 10, 15 yards, that's a big difference, and really a problem for defensive coordinators. As a former coordinator, you hate that when you have everything defense just like you want, and then you let the guy out of the pocket and he goes and runs for the necessary yardage.
You said at the beginning of the week you wanted to see the defense generate some more takeaways,
Yep.
put the offense in better position. Did that twice today. I guess. What do you make of how they did in that regard?
Good, not as we shoot for 4. If we can get 4 takeaways, 4 and a score is a mantra that they use on defense. If we do that, I don't think we've ever lost when we've got 4 and a score. So that's the goal. We did do it twice today, like you said, and I hope you gave was Lander in here earlier, Barton? No, give him a hard time for getting tackled by a guy that was laying on the ground on that interception. Literally got tackled by a guy that was on the ground. So.
Was there a package for Nate today? At all? Was he part of the game plan?
No, Nate was not part of the game plan. He was number 2, though. Had we, gotten to the number 2 quarterback, then depending on circumstances, Nate was one of the candidates. Might have been Batari as well, but depending on circumstances. But those guys split the reps last week with the 2s.
You had Connor back today. What did you see from him in his first game back that you liked?
Yeah, Connor is a tremendous pass rusher. I mean, how good Jonah Ellis is, and Connor is right there with him. We had to shut him down later in the game. He wasn't able to finish the game, so we're hoping that we can, get that soreness out and have him for the next game because we need him. And he's a really good player, and so is Van. Van was out last game, and Van Fillinger, and so to have three ends that were able to play at least, partially, that really took the stress off because we were down to the freshman kids, and not that we don't like them, we really think those freshmen have a high ceiling and a future, but just not quite yet ready to play. Is that it? Jordy pulls the plug. All right. Thank you, guys.